By names, I'm Busobozi Brian, married to one beautiful wife, 𝘾𝙝𝙤𝙚 Hope, and I'm a Mnyoro by tribe from the great Western Uganda. I have a bachelor's in arts with education from Makerere. Briefly, my mom is there, and my dad, Mr. 𝘠𝗕𝙑𝙊𝘼 and my sweet mom, 𝘾𝙝𝙤𝙬𝙧. I own business and I'm working somewhere as a manager in sales. My business name is 𝘼𝙑𝙊𝘼 Electronics, which started in 2018. It is an electronic business whereby I deal in electronics and electrical appliances like TVs, woofers, bulbs, percolators, all things to do with electronics. We can give them to you at a very good price. You can find us on our numbers, mostly WhatsApp, 0704 78 95 14 and 0756 95 80 29. We are at Royal Plaza Building or Royal Plaza Building, Lumu Street, shop number F16 and F23. Being at church and having Josh at church, and then seeing him through the entry fellowship, which is a fellowship which happens at our church, UCF, University Community Fellowship in Chikoni. That is every Monday, 5:30 to 8. He talks so much of entrepreneurship and then AVODA. And seeing the people who have been here, how they are doing in life, how determined they are, and the opportunities AVODA opens you to, I was really inspired to join. I would say they are goal-oriented. When I say goal-oriented is they want to see young people strive and work well in business. They are loving. The community at AVODA, the directors, the team, and everyone you meet, it's like you're just home. And then they are passionate about raising Christian entrepreneurs in Uganda and Africa. Wow. I remember the time of 𝘾𝙝𝙤𝙬𝙗 when he was delivering. That was the time I was into my wedding preparations and the introduction. So he brought things near, and like the way he explained the points about business and family, like it was so engaging and so inspiring. And I remember he was telling us, sometimes you're going to fail in business, but how are you going to come back? And then keeping customers. How are you going to keep these customers coming back to you? How many calls are you making on a day? And then I remember Joanne. Wow. A great woman of God, a great teacher. It was really a beautiful moment of learning life, and life from the aspect of some other people who are not Africans. So they bring it to you and you see the whole world is the same actually. And the things, the principles that apply there are the same principles here. One, the benefits. One, it has brought us together with the people we didn't know. Some people were from up there. You didn't really imagine meeting them. But at AVODA, we interacted together, we became friends. And really, these guys were there when I was doing my functions, the weddings and the introduction. It was a family. These guys contributed, they loved me, they supported me, they prayed with me. It was really a great joy. When we were talking about sales and marketing by Professor, I'm forgetting the name, sales and marketing, being in the field, when he was here, he used practical examples during sales and marketing and advertising, how we can do it. I remember that day he brought biscuits and told us to sell them to each other so that you can confidently approach customers. And he gave us his own examples when he was working. It was really a great opportunity of getting to know how you can sell in different ways, how you can market yourself in different methods and different atmospheres or spheres of life. Actually, one and two, I would say, like some people who move. For example, there are days when Madam Eunice was teaching about project management. I wanted to attend those, but I wouldn't access them online. So being in the field, at least they would introduce the online modules whereby someone isn't in class physically can access. Yes, I appreciate there are some classes we attended online, but still there are some we missed which were really vital and we wanted them. So at least introduce an online program whereby even if I'm not in class, I can follow up with what is happening. And the second one, basically that everything is fine, that is good. Yeah. Actually, having come in this school, we realized that we still need them more. Not only financially, but in terms of advice, because sometimes you're stuck. Like right now, I'm at a moment where I'm contemplating whether to change business or not. So I would need a bigger mind to advise me where I can do it best. Right now, I have two, though I'm planning to reduce to one. The moment of impact. Sometimes these boys and girls want to teach you, and for you don't want to learn because you think you know more. But sometimes when they tell you something, let's change this, and when you do it, you find that it has worked. And you say, oh, so you don't have to despise anyone. Anyone can change your business. Anyone can give you an idea. I was bad when it came to recording, like writing, recording details, like in details, like I get stock. Yes, I write, but not so much detail. You write what you have sold, what you have bought, what has come in, what is spoiled, but sometimes you don't write how much you have used that day. And you're telling everybody to write, but you as a person, you are not writing because you're saying, this is small money. I gave a border 1,000. Then I gave this guy, this woman of breakfast 2,000. And in the end, you find that you're looking for money. You don't know where the money has gone. So right now, at least I try my best to remember and remind myself to write and be detailed. And then at least move on a budget. Have a budget. Yes, you may not follow it at the dot, but at least you have it. Then there are things I'm still struggling with, but I will learn in Pola. The cash book, the balance sheets, the accounting stuff. Before, we had, generally, if you go downtown, our main aim was to make money. No matter what, you had to sell. But sometimes I would go without a sale. Why? Because I want to see which picture I'm portraying. For example, a customer would come, they want LG, and we have a software that can make any TV an LG or a Samsung or a Sony or a Hisense. And you brand it, you put there a sticker, and the customer will be happy taking LG home. But deep down in your heart, when you continue to grow more and meeting and interacting with different people, there are things you would say and be like, no, I'll not do this. I'll be genuine. If you're taking Alipo, I'll give you Alipo. If you're taking Global Star, if you're taking Hisense, if I don't have it, I can get it. If I can't get it, I'll tell you no. For at least there, spiritually, you find yourself, your spirit is telling you, this is not right. This is not good, but it comes with time. Because your friend will do it, your neighbor will do it. The guy leaves you and he goes there. They do the same and you're like, oh God. There are things I'm bold about. Yes, it makes me lose business. For example, someone would come, he's buying for a company, he's coming to give you business. And he comes and he tells you boldly, I want a receipt of 800. Yes, this TV is for 400, but put 800. And you're like, no. And he's like, I'm not going to give you money. And he will tell you, like, why wouldn't you make this money? I'm buying from you. And you're like, if I do it today, tomorrow it will continue. That means I'm encouraging people to cheat. And I have to imagine, what if these people, the company comes back to me and they're like, we bought this TV at 800. We want a refund or we want to top up. You'll be like, no, I didn't get this one, I got 400. So it will expose you. One, you're saying you're God-fearing, but what have you done? And then how I deal with people. Sometimes I need to be rude. I need to be arrogant, but you find yourself, you have to portray Christ in you. Someone would abuse you. For example, he took a TV, he took a hoof, and it's not working. Maybe they don't know how to use it, and they will come bashing, and they will shout. And you look at them with the pain, with the anger, and you find they didn't turn on the switch. You're like, oh, you forgot to put on the switch. But after being abused with heavy words, and you feel, and this person just said, really, oh, inakatonda, you have God in you, because you would have reacted. Sometimes you find being honest and truthful, you're losing and waiting for God. Because sometimes you lose, but on a core value, the other people you worked with in a good way, in a right way, and use the right channels, they will bring other people. However much you may refuse to do a counterfeit and change a TV, change a woofer, sell something cheap to make money, and you're like, no, this one is not right. Because there are customers who come, and they will be like, nine mitwalo kumi njagala woofer. But you know that the hoofers for mitwalo kumi, they are not good. You'll be bold and be like, no, this one I will not give you because I don't have, but you can go to Nico has. So sometimes you find this person who trusts you because you are honest and truthful. So in the end, you make some money. It may not be too much, but I thank Josh for the opportunity and inviting us, and then sharing AVODA and the entire staff of AVODA. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for being there for us. And thank you for opening up this opportunity to the people in Uganda, for the people in Africa. May God bless you. We love you and we appreciate you. And we look forward in working with you more and more and more. Thank you.